Hello students, I hope you all are fine at your home and you are enjoying your studies. And last time we have covered the map, but before that we were doing about the unit in which we have left two chapters. It is of volcano and earthquake. So today I am going to explain you about the volcano. Basically, this chapter is also very easy. Only you have to learn this diagram. If you learn this diagram, if you understand this diagram, if you can able to draw this diagram, then this whole chapter is very easy. Because still this chapter is very easy because most of the things of this chapter we have already covered in the last chapter. So now let's start. Now you can see that this is the structure of volcano. This is the complete earth crust, different layers of the earth. In the very bottom, you can see that there is a magma chamber, or we can say the magma is filled, or the magma is flowing. This magma, this is called the magma chamber. This hole, or this is the magma chamber where the magma is filled very deep inside the earth crust. When this magma is coming out with a narrow tube pipeline, it is just like a pipe. Okay, so this pipeline, it is called vent. What is it called? It vent. Okay, this pipeline, it is called vent. The main pipeline. Okay, remember this main pipeline, it is called the vent. And where the opening mouth, where the lava is coming out, this opening mouth, it is called the crater. I hope it is clear. It is a crater. Only you have to remember the names. You can see that when this lava is coming out, this is not such structure, but generally which is a dome like structure, the mountainous structure, this structure, it is called the volcano. Okay, so finally this structure is also formed due to the flow of lava. Then you can see that there is a gas, steam, ash cloud, so these all are also ejected from this volcano. And you can see that here there is a layer of ash and pyroclastic material and secondary or the parasitic cone. So these all are that. Sometimes this the lava is also coming out with different fissures. It is called fissure. Okay, so this is also coming out from these other different ways. And if this lava is not coming out, so the some structures are formed inside it, just like it is called litholic. Here dike, this is the sills, already we have discussed in last chapter. Okay, batholith also we have seen in last chapter, just like this is the batholith. Okay, so these all structures we have already discussed. So this volcano structure is very easy. I hope this structure, the main three things, the magma chamber, vent and crater, and you can show that clouds, gas and the lava flow and these the different structures, it is very easy. I hope this structure you understand. Now come on the main topic. Now, this is the chapter 7, volcanoes. We have discussed the structure because if you understand the structure, then whole chapter is very easy for you. Now, let's start. Introduction of the volcano. Generally, what is volcano? If the question is coming, what is volcano? So it's very simple. It is the opening, it is the vent opening of a lava, opening of lava or ejecting of lava from where, from the earth crust. The lava or the magma which is deep inside the earth is coming out from the crust of the earth. This is called volcano. It means very simple. It means what we have seen in the diagram, you have tried in language. The magma chamber, the lava, that magma is filled. When the magma is coming out with a opening mouth or the vent, this dome like structure, it is called volcano. It's very simple, you can write by your own language. Always you have to understand the concept. No need to go for the language. Yes, you read the language because it helps for writing a good answer, but always understand or remember the concept. If you understand the concept, no need to learn. Now start. So if in language I'm talking about, a volcano is a vent. We have already discussed what is the vent, or opening in the crust of the earth. Where crust of the, now this is the earth and this is the crust. When it is opening from here, from which molten lava, molten means the liquefied lava, volcanic gases, and steam are ejected. So this is the definition of volcano. Now, types of volcanoes. But this is not type of volcano, it is the volcanism. It means how many types of lava is ejected. Basically, it is not the type of volcano. Remember, okay, it is a type of volcanism. Volcanism means how the volcano are formed. So basically, we know already in last lecture, in the last chapter already we have discussed intrusive or extrusive. It means lava or the magma either coming out from the earth crust or either inside the earth crust. So it forms a different landforms or the structures. This is of the different volcanoes or volcanisms. If I'm talking about the intrusive, so in intrusive, when the magma is cooled down inside the earth crust, it is called the intrusive form. And when the magma is coming out from the earth crust, it is called extrusive form. Now, what are the examples of intrusive? Batholiths. So, this is the batholith, laccolith, seals, dikes, lepoliths, and phacoliths. So, this already we have discussed in last chapter. If you go in structure or the diagram, you can easily understand what are these. Okay. Second one, it is the extrusive form. In the extrusive form, there is one ash and cinder cones. Ash or cinder cones, it means when this that magma is ejecting, but this is the uh, volcano. When this is the opening mouth, when this opening mouth is exploded very highly, it means in explosion form. So this mouth opening is very big, and this forms a dome like structure, a cinder like this is called a cinder. Okay, this big opening, it is called cinder like. Okay, so this forms a extrusive landforms. Okay, it's extrusive form of volcano. Sometimes what will happen, it also forms a crater if it is completely stop ejecting, and when there's a there's a vast time period. So this structure, it is called the crater lake. It means what, the crater lake, when the this is the big hole, it's the volcano is not ejecting now, so the water is filled due to the raining season, then this is completely filled with water. So this type of lake, it is called the crater lake. Next one, it is the lava dome, the simple lava dome. When the lava is coming out, its flow in solidified and forms a dome like structure, it is called the lava dome. Next one, it is the lava shield or the Hawaii. Now, sometimes what will happen, from inside the earth, where there is the ocean, when the lava is coming, so it is ejecting lava here, and it forms a island in between the or in center of the ocean or sea. So this type of it is called the lava shield. Okay, it's kind of an island. There is an example of Hawaii Island or the Mount Etna. The last one, it is the composite or the strato cone. It is a more vent. More vent means I already explained you. If this volcano only there is one mouth opening, but if there are so many mouth opening, there are so many vents here. So this type of structure, it is called the composite or stratocone or the more vent. I hope this is also clear. Very simple thing. But basically remember, this is not the type of volcano. It is a type of volcanism. Okay. Now see. Now, this is the type of volcano or the classification of volcanoes. So basically, volcano are of three types. How many types? Three types: active volcano, dormant volcano, and extinct volcano. Remember three names only. There are three volcanoes: active volcano, dormant volcano, and extinct volcano. Active, by the name active, you can easily understand what is the active. It means it can eject, it can explode anytime. The volcano can eject anytime. This is called the active. Active means generally we are active. So what will happen, we can stand, we can run, we can walk, anything we can do. So this active volcano, it means it can eject anytime. Now second one, it is the dormant volcano. Dormant, it means in past it was ejected, or in future it can also eject, means the chances are there, but recently or nowadays it is not ejected. Third one, it is the extinct. Extinct means completely stopped or completely fused, means there is no such chances in future it will eject. Now I think it is not clear. Now let me clear. Now here active, it means the 100%, definitely it will eject anytime. There is no such uh, assumptions like that it will eject or not, but definitely 100% it will eject. Second one, it is the dormant. 50-50. What percentage? 50-50%. It means it can eject or it cannot. It means in past it was, but we cannot say it will not eject. So they are 50-50% chances. And the extinct, 0%. It means never it will eject. It is completely sleeped. We can also say the sleep volcano, completely sleeped. Okay, so these all are three types of volcanoes. Now let's see their examples. In active volcano, there is a Pacific or Atlantic island. It is also the ring of fire. If you see in the book, there is a America, North America, South America. Here it is the Asia and then Australia. So this complete area, it is in the ring of fire. If you see in the map, so it is in between the North America, South America, Asia and Australia. So this is called the Ring of Fire, and this is also the Pacific Ocean. And here, in between here, this area. So this is the Atlantic island. Okay. So this Pacific and Atlantic. So this is the Pacific and Atlantic island, Mount Saint Helena, which is in USA. Okay, these are the examples. And there is a Stromboli. What is that? Stromboli or Etna. Etna, it is in Mediterranean Sea. And Stromboli. Stromboli, it is also called the lighthouse of the Mediterranean Sea. It means why? Because anytime it is continuously ejecting. So that's why the lava is coming out and it is showing lightning also. That's why it is called the lighthouse of the Mediterranean Sea. If I'm talking about the dormant volcano, so Vesuvius volcano, which is ejected in 79 AD first. Okay, then 1631. Now you can see there is a particular time period, the gapping of time period in which it is continuously ejecting. Now in 1709, then 1631, then 1872, then 1906, then 1927 and 1929. It means in future it can also eject. And the last one, it is the extinct volcano. In the extinct volcano, there is no such chance, or that's why this forms a crater lake. I already explained you what is the crater lake. Why it is a crater lake? Because it forms a this structure and there is no such ejecting, so it is completely slipped. And when the water is filled, it forms a like a lake structure. That's why it is called the crater lake. Examples are Arthur's seat, which is in the Edinburgh, which is in Scotland. I hope this is also clear. Now let's see what are the causes of volcanism. What are the causes of volcanism? So with a, now basically there are three reasons. Okay, by these three reasons we can easily understand. So we know very well about that. This is the earth crust from top to bottom. As we go inside, temperature increases as well as pressure increase, because in last chapter we have already discussed temperature as well as pressure both are increases as we move go from crust to core. Okay, crust to core with a great pressure and heat inside. So it is clear, the first reason is great pressure and heat inside. That's why when the heat is very high, then what will happen? The heat is high, so in the inside the earth there is a rocks and different materials which is start melting. And then this melting material creates a pressure, and when it is completely pressurized, so when this pressure material gets a crack in the earth crust, and then it start ejecting. So this is the first reason. Second one is the percolated water. What is the percolated water? It means when there is a percolation, it means from the earth crust, the water which is stored, it is going inside in small droplets. When it will go inside, if there is a magma, so what will happen in the magma? Just like if we add some water in a fire, so what will happen? It starts producing steam. So then why? That's why it starts producing steam, and steam is a very pressurized, the steam engine. So when this steam is pressurized on the crust, then again the cracks are formed, and then volcano started. So percolated water go inside and it forms steam and it forces the weak point of the crust, and then finally earth that volcano formed. The third reason it is the cracks, crevice and the fissure by the plate tectonics. Now there are some plates inside that already we have discussed. So when there is a movement of plates, if there are some cracks inside it, so because of these cracks, these grooves or the fissures, it gets a way, it gets the passage for the magma. This magma start coming out from these imbalances or the disturbances or the movement of plates. So basically these are the three causes by which volcano can generate. First is pressure or heat, second is percolate water, and third one is the tectonic plates movement. I hope this is also clear. Now talking about the world's distribution of volcanoes. Now, where these volcanoes are located. So in the whole world, the volcanoes are located. So basically, these volcanoes are categorized into three category or three belts. Belts, it means where the maximum volcanoes are there. Just like we cover a belt, na? We cover a belt for our uh, our paint same like that, where these belts are there, this is called the belt. Okay, so basically in the whole world we are categorized into three belts of the volcano. First one, it is the circum-pacific belt. Circum-pacific, it is also called the ring of fire. I already explained you. This is the North America, this is the South America, here it is the Asia, here is Australia. So this complete border of this all four continent, so this is called the ring of fire because here located maximum number of volcanoes, so that's why it is like that, the ring of fire. So now you understand what is the ring of fire. The series of volcanoes surrounding in the Pacific Ocean, in between the North South America, Asia and Australia. So this complete area it is called the ring of fire. How much area it is covered? It covers length near about 3200 kilometer. How much? 3200 kilometer. Most volcanically activity part of the world, means most active part, means this ring of fire always is acting the volcanoes, means most, because already we have discussed now there are three types of volcanoes. So most active volcanoes are located in this ring of fire and surrounded under, I already told you, North and South America, Australia and Asia. Second one, it is the mid-Atlantic belt. Mid-Atlantic belt. Now see, now this is the mid-Atlantic belt. It means this is the North America, this is the South America. Here there is a Europe, and here it is Africa. So here this region, this Atlantic Ocean, this region it is the North Atlantic belt. So you can see also there are some volcanoes very near to this area. And the third one, it is the mid-continent belt. Mid-continent belt, basically it is in the Mediterranean belt. Stromboli, Vesuvius, Etna, these are the examples. You know that this is the Europe and here it is the Africa. So in between it there is a Mediterranean Sea. If you see in the map, there is a Mediterranean Sea. So in this Mediterranean Sea, you can see there are so many volcanoes are there. So this third part, it is called the mid-continental, or in the continent of this part. Okay, so here in the mid-continent. So these all are the third type of spread. Even in other mid-continent is the middle of the continent. Okay, now I hope it is clear. Now, effects of volcanic activities. Now, remember always they are positive and negative. Everything is having, even you are sometimes positive, sometimes negative. It is the nature of the nature. Okay, so same like that the volcano. And one more thing, I let me clear you. Volcano, earthquake, flood, these all are. We thought that it is a disaster. It is very wrong, but it is not wrong. Actually, it is a process of nature to balance the earth. Okay, so maybe for ourselves, this is the disasters. Okay, it creates so many problems for us. It kills the people, but for the nature, it is a general process. It is a general process. Just like if volcanoes are not there, so how these precious metals and all things are coming out, how these landforms are formed. Okay, so that's why it is very beneficial for the earth. For ourselves, if we are living that near to volcano, and if we get affected, so it is our problem. Okay, but for the nature, it is a natural process. Same like that, the earthquake, we thought that the earthquake is the harmful, but it is not harmful, it is the natural process for balancing the earth, okay, or earth crust. Now see the constructive effect. What are the constructive effect? First, it is the fertile plain. It means when the lava is coming out, it spread over the large area, which is very fertile soil. When it is cooled down and it is converted into it, so it is a very fertile soil. So that's why it creates a plain which is very fertile in nature. Just like example Java, which is in Brazil, Malwa Plateau, Deccan Plateau. So Malwa Plateau is covered with a black soil, Deccan Plateau is with a red soil. So that's why this area is very good, these areas are very good for fertile soil. So this lava creates a very fertile soil. Second one, it is the precious stone or precious material. So diamond, which is in the South Africa, nickel, which is in Canada, it is in very large reserves. So from where it is coming out? So this precious material is also coming out from the volcanoes. So that's why it gives us a precious material or metals or stones. Third one, it is the geyser in spring. The geyser and spring, now what will happen near to volcano? If there are some source of water, it starts boiling, and there is also material, it's called the sulfur is mixed with this water, and this water is always in boiling or in the hot water. So what will happen, the tourists are going and start bathing here. They bath. Because of the bathing, the most of the health problems are cured, basically the skin problem. If anyone will go and bath in this, yes, you thought that, sir, there is a volcano, so how can we go there? Yes, beta, because it is not always active. I'm not talking about the active volcano, I'm talking about the dormant volcano. So near to dormant volcano, such kind of geysers or such kind of springs are there. Okay, geysers, when the water is coming out in a large pressure like a fountain, and the spring like a lake. Okay, so these are uh, hot in nature, that's why this is very beneficial for the health. So geyser in spring beneficial for medical point of view due to the sulfur present, because sulfur is present and sulfur is very beneficial for the skin. Next one is the crater lakes. Already told you there is a crater lake formed on the mouth of the volcano. This crater lake is a very good source of water. Why? Because from this water, some perennial river, always rivers are flowing from this water. So that's why it is the source of perennial rivers. Example is given Lake Nyos, which is in South Africa. Next one, it is the great tourist interest for the scenic beauty. It means when the lava is coming out, so it creates a large amount of fertile soil, and it creates a very good vegetation. A vegetation is very high in that particular region, and it looks in very good, it is looks very very beautiful. So that's why what will happen, the tourists attracted towards it, and it becomes a tourist place. So that's why it gives revenue to the government if the tourists are coming. Next one, it is the preserving traces of the old civilization. Just like you have seen some Hollywood movies, in the some Hollywood movies, the volcano is ejected, just like Pompeii. If you have seen the movie Pompeii, Hollywood movie Pompeii, so volcano is started, there is a vast empire, and the whole empire was under the ash of this volcano. And after some period of time, when excavated, so they found that there is a one civilization. Some like that, you can also understand that there is a Harappa civilization, that other civilization which was buried. So maybe another reason, the flood is a reason. So maybe this is the good source for the preserving traces of the old civilization. So these all are the benefit, these all are the constructive effect of the volcano. Now let's see the destructive effect of volcano. What are the destructive? Barren or the inhabitable land. Barren or inhabitable land means, if just like near to your house this volcano erupted, okay, near to your house volcano, so the whole area are able to live? No, it is inhabitable. Okay, no one can live here. And the soil which is presently, remember, presently, now presently this completely become barren. Barren means there is no fertility in the soil, because now it is very hot. But after period of time, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 50 years, then it will become very fertile. But now it is inhabitable, it is barren place, so it destruct the part. Next one, it is disaster causing complete destruction. Complete destruction means the where the area is got means near to volcano. If the volcano is erupted, then what will happen? The complete area is destruct, means no habitat are able to live. Okay, the complete habitat is collapsed. And the next also there are example since 1700 AD killed 260,000 peoples because of this. Now listen, if this is the dormant volcano and peoples are living near to that particular area, then if suddenly it starts erupting, what will happen? These colonies are affected. Most of the peoples are not excavated from here, and that's why they are not able to go from here. That's why these people killed. Okay, so this is the data. And the last one, it is the tsunami or the tidal wave produces causes the severe damage. Sometimes when this is the volcano, it erupts very fast, very hardly, very explosively. And because of this pressure, if it is near to ocean, it is in between the ocean, so this ocean water in starts waves, it is called tsunami. So it is also the reason of high tides as well as the tsunami. And you know what is how the destructive part of the tsunami. In next chapter we'll discuss about the tsunami. So now, so these all are the destructive effect of volcano. So I hope this chapter you can understand. Basically this chapter is not that much difficult. Yes, when you read the chapter, when you see the number of pages, you think that so it is very big chapter, but I cleared you na, very basic things you have to understand. And concept, if you understand the concept, if you understand the basic things, if you understand only in the key points, okay, the main headings, then the chapter is very easy. So I hope the whole chapter you can understand. Still, if you are having any problem, dikkat, pareshani, duvidha, shanka, trouble, whatever you are, you can write your comments. I will try to answer it. Thank you so much. Next time we will meet. Have a nice time.